Hi there, Kat here. Welcome to Teardown number 7. Uh, quick disclosure. This is like the seventh time that I'm shooting this uh, because I, for other reasons like background noise and all that stuff, I didn't like the way it said anything. But because this is the first time that I'm not giving a good score. Now, I do this for fun. I really love studying emails. I've seen good emails. I've seen emails that need a lot of work. And when I do these teardowns, the preparation that I do is that I would look through RGE or mailed, and this time I look through my email stash, and I would find a promising email that I think would do well with some minor tweaks. And for the most part, I think I've been right. And because I don't like, I don't want to give a bad score, uh, but this time I did, and I, I I just get a little agitated at the end of every video. And I'm like, no, I said too nice. But at the same time, integrity compels me to do this because I've done it to the other emails. And, I'm bound to score one email less than an 8 at some point. And it happened to me today. So I'm just going to just go through it and get on with it, right? So, disclaimer, I do this all. I do this, for the love of email, everything external, design, copy, CTA, branding, unsubscribe, everything that I can see and everyone can see. Nothing internal, no internal metrics, and I make no assumptions whatsoever on how much money an email has made or how great or bad it did in any other metric, performance wise, revenue wise, whatsoever. Nothing like that. All right. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. This is for a brand called Nobel Panacea. It is a skincare brand that I discovered on Instagram. It's very interesting because it was started by a Nobel Peace Prize winner and in chemistry or something like that. Excuse me. And they really go into the tech spec side of the product more so than usual than other brands, which I think is very interesting. So let's take a look at this. It's pretty cool. So let's look first at the design. So I'm taking a look at that. Noble Panacea. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Um, the brilliant, the absolute, the exceptional. I don't know if this is the tagline, but looking at this, the exceptional new vitamin C booster, I'm imagining that this is a collection, right? So we have that big hero text. It's plain text, much appreciated. A beautiful model, always appreciated. And then, bam, we have this. If you've seen some of my past teardowns, you know what I'm about to say. We want this to be left aligned. If you have a line that's like 3 to 4 lines, you're pushing it at 4. A center line is fine. But once you have a full on paragraph like this, right? You kind of like left align it. It's better for readability for everybody. And for those that need a little help, right, who use screen readers, left aligning your text will help make that process better and easier, right? So going down, this CTA is bothering me already because everything is black and white and it's just blending in. This would have been a great opportunity to put uh, like maybe a hover over effect or just a different color just to pop it, right? Design wise, excuse me, a powerhouse ingredient. Okay, so this is a sub, but it's the same size as this, so it tells me it's the same importance, right? But there should be a hierarchy. I would have made it a bit smaller. These images right here, they're clickable, good. Funny alignments. This is all right aligned, and this left aligned, right aligned. I know they're just following the the direction, the style. Um, at this point, I don't know which belongs to which. I guess this belongs to this. You just kind of have to read through it, right? I see the word upcycled, and I'm kind of a little bit worried. Maybe I'm just not the target market. Maybe I just don't understand this, but I don't want anything upcycled on my face getting seeped into my skin. But that's just me. I don't even know what white bark is. So, same for the CTA. It doesn't pop out enough. Look at all this white. The only thing that's helping the shop now is this skeleton of a button, right? But if it weren't there, we'd be totally lost. Now, this message has been clipped. I think you've seen this before. If not, or if you're not sure what it means that Gmail thinks that your email is too large, the image file. I think it's 102 kilobytes. If you go over that, they clip your message, and your subscriber has to click on this to see your message. This or this at the top, view in your browser. I think this is your best bet, and I'm going to tell you why. If I click on view in your browser, it's going to look like this, and I'm going to see it, I guess, the way it's supposed to be in its entirety. Pretty, right? Um, and then if I click on here at the bottom, view entire message, I'm going to see everything. And I mean everything, everything. You're not drunk. You're not seeing double. You're all seeing the same thing. There's two things. There's two versions for each one. As a marketer, as someone who does, Klaviyo is very hands-on with it. I actually appreciate that they did this. They took the time to do this. Um, and if you're not familiar, what this is that the designer created two versions of each element so that it would render differently and properly depending on the device that you're using. So this is, for example, the desktop version, and this is the mobile version. And here, as you can see, this is the desktop version. We've seen this. It's this one. And this is the mobile version. Actually, let's take a look. I pulled this up on my phone. I don't know if it's going to show. It is. I'm on dark mode, so let's put that in regular mode right there. So as you can see, it's a bit smaller there. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, so you can see that. And this is what it looks like. Desktop, mobile, same for the buttons. Kind of same for the same here, except for the alignment. Right? And then this footer, that is just killing me, baby. It's funny, there's this thing called our skincare, but if you look on if the view here, it's not there. Maybe this is for mobile. Actually, let me take a look now. Sorry, I'm taking a look now on my phone. If I view in my browser while using my phone, I just want to see. Okay, yeah. So for mobile, they actually don't have as many. They only have four things at the footer. For desktop, they have six. Interesting. So design wise, okay, the top is nice because it's just clean. Some kinks on the alignment, but that's fine. This wonky alignment just throws me off, but that's fine. The CTA bottoms are could be improved. This is my beef right here. Shop now and right here. If I were looking at this, I'm looking at this now on my desktop. I am not looking at shop now. I am looking at the model. I am looking at all the other brightly colored buttons here. It's taken the attention away from the CTA. If I could do this over, I would add a lot of white space right there, and I would make the shop now button more prominent, like maybe like a purple background or something, just to make it pop out. Look at all this white. It's like a wasted opportunity, right? And then I don't know what it is about some brands that they have such a clean beginning at the emails, and then they start cramming everything at the bottom. Like, look at this. I have competing with Shop Now. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have like 16 things competing for my attention. Um, let's just say six at any given time. If I scroll down here, I mean, I don't have access to the metrics. By golly, if they're making a lot of money because they have this Instagram here or they have this Snap down here, by all means, go for it. But just like from my perspective, looking at this, as someone looking at this on my phone, I'm like, shop now. I'm like, shop now is right there at the top. And then there's like four beautiful buttons down here. I am not looking at shop now unless I really want to buy. Mm-mm. So that's the thing. So this alignment right here, the buttons that I could barely see, the wonky alignment on the other stuff right here, and there's just like really no way to separate them. Maybe like a horizontal line here and there to even show me which copy belongs to which picture, right? And then more white space right here between Shop Now and Experience the Exceptional because it's competing with the CTA right here. I would give the design 0.5. I'll just put one here. I don't have increments yet, but I'm going to add it here. Copy. The exceptional vitamin C booster. Let me just take a look at the subject line. The subject line is introducing the exceptional vitamin C booster. Okay. Hero copy. The exceptional new vitamin C booster. Good. There's continuity. This is your promise. When I looked in my inbox and I saw the vitamin C booster, you were promising me that you're going to be talking about a vitamin C booster in there, and they fulfill their promise. So that's good, right? So I'm gonna take a look here just because I can see the whole email here. I've read this before. Uh, like I said, they really get into the specifics of their product, which is cool. That said, there's just some cliches like incomparable glow and high performance product. Upcycled really threw me off. And so I guess it's like a personal thing. And then glow enhancing, right? They talk about glow a lot. Is there another way to say glow? Maybe there is not. Um, it's just, transform and radiation and UV radiation. It's just too heavy for an email, I guess. Like if you put this on your website, it's one thing. It's like high value. If you put this in an email, I mean, I'm not gonna fault you for it, but make it interesting, perhaps, with the design and the way you phrase things, or at least kind of like highlight things, like make this bold, boost glow, reduce age spots. Highlight the things that it can do for me. I don't care what pure L-ascorbic acid is, and like as a human being, human psychology. I don't care what upcycled what bark is. I mean, you could mention it in passing, but you can highlight what it can do for me, right? I would have used pictures of women with beautiful skin here. Uh, I mean, this works, but the other two, maybe this kind of works. We're talking about, but here, instead of talking about food, um, you know, talking about elasticity and reducing age spots. These are big things for women. It would be good to highlight that, not hide it in a mountain of text. And multifunctional. It was just the copy is just a little too dry for me. So I would give it a 1. Okay. CTA. Order now, shop now. Cool. They're asking me to do the same thing. I'm all right with that. It. I imagine when I click on this, and I am hoping I'm not going to click on it. Actually, I will. I'm going to click on shop now right now. So vitamin C booster, good. They took me to that page. And order now, they took me that page. You get a 2 because you took me to the same place. I'm all right with that. Cohesive branding. Uh, like I said, I have a bit of a familiarity with the brand. This is their website, right? Logos there. The way they speak is the same, on brand in terms of voice. That's cool. Images, the colors, the feel, the way they speak, potency. They use big words. I think when you click here, they use the word vanguard. See the global vanguard in skincare. They like to use uncommon words, which I understand. It's part of their branding. You're talking about a Nobel Peace Prize winner, so I guess it comes to the territory that it would be like kind of this. And also, it comes with a price tag. I think that each one's like, I think $300 for these things. Maybe I'm just mad. I'm sour graping that I can't buy these. But so the cheapest one is like what, 150 bucks, and everything else is expensive. So I guess it comes to the territory that, hey, it's a scientific brand, it's great, so it's the language they use is like this, right? But branding wise, they're on point. No, I'll give it to clear and subscribe. This one I have a thing because this is clipped. I can't see the unsubscribe button right away, right? And then when I do, I would have to go through all of these. Look at this. Before I can get here, right? I'm not gonna unsubscribe, but you know what I'm saying, right? Um, I would give this because I have to click extra just to get to the unsubscribe button, right? I would give this a 1. They're compliant, it's there, but they need to work on testing out their emails to make sure that the file is not too large, right? So it's showing 7, but it's actually, so a 0.5 there. It's actually a 6.5. So I am showing a 6. I guess if you round up, it is a 7, right? But it is a 6.5 email. And this is just, this just surprised me because I thought it would have a better score. A 6.5 means that you have a lot of tweaking to do, right? Anything really below 7, even at 6, if you're at 6, there's a lot of tweaking there. And these are on factors that are pretty important, which is design and copy and compliance and subscribe, right? I mean, these are all important, but you know, there's a lot of things to tweak. If we are gonna use this email to resend, because we do that all the time. If you're considering resending this email, you know, make this image smaller. I checked this out. This was a 1.2 megabytes. This picture. So make that a bit smaller. Use tiny JPG. I think it's what I use. Left align this. Make this pop out more. The CTA. Make this smaller so that the hierarchy of the text size is there. It's present. Make the alignment here less wonky, more consistent. Left align everything. Add some horizontal lines or something to show which text belongs to which picture, right? Put a lot of white space here so that you can have, or like a padding of things so that it's separate from all these images. Consider taking this out unless there's a very good reason that you're keeping it here, or this right here, because that's a lot of links. That's a lot of opportunities to get distracted. And when people are distracted, they go somewhere else and they don't buy. And, again, manage the size of your email so it doesn't get cut off. If there's nothing else, you don't want people clicking on view message and seeing this messy version just so they could click on subscribe, right? So, yeah, so that's the end of this teardown. It wasn't fun, but we learned something. And let's do this again tomorrow. Thank you very much. If you're still watching, thank you very much for sticking around, and I'll see you then. Have a good day. Bye bye.